Hare Krishna. Hope you all are doing well, and I welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss from Bhagvat Gita. So before going to discuss, I like to tell one thing. One incident happened once. Madan Mohan Malavya, have you heard his name? So Madan Mohan Malavya is a politician and he is the founder of Banaras Hindu University. He visited one of the Gaudiya Math in Calcutta. So that time Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he used to publish one newspaper, daily newspaper. And when Madan Mohan Malavya, he heard that Maharaj is publishing a newspaper every day, he was surprised. And he asked this question that, how is it possible that you are actually publishing the newspaper every day? So Maharaj answered, this material world is only 1/4 of the spiritual world. The spiritual world is so big and material world is so tiny, small. And in this material world, every country, every states, every local, district wise, they are publishing newspapers. There are so many newspapers. They are covering the ground zero report of the local news, states news, national news, international news. So Maharaj said, due to lack of money, we have so much content and we can publish every second the newspapers about the spiritual world. That was the understanding. So in this video, we'll discuss how the spiritual world is so big and how the spiritual energy of the Lord is controlling all the living entities. So let's begin it. Myself is Sachiputra Gauradas, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, that you will get all the notifications of my uploaded videos. Okay. So here is the verse. Apareyam itastu anyam prakrutim vidhime param jiva bhuta mahabaho yareda jharyate jagat. So Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, apareyam itastu anyam. So he said that this is inferior energy, what you are seeing, means earth, ether, air, fire, water, and which is unseen also is there, like mind, intelligence and false ego. These 8 are my inferior energy. Yes, this is actually material manifestation of the Lord. So Lord Krishna said, so there is anyam, prakrutim vidhime param. Vidhi means just try to understand. You all try to understand that there is superior energy. Yes, that superior energy of the Lord. Actually, what it does? Jiva bhuta mahabaho yaidam dharyate jagat. So, jiva bhuta, that actually comprising the living entities. We all living entities are controlled by that superior energy of Lord Krishna. But what we all are doing? We all are exploiting this material nature. The exploitation of this material nature is so high nowadays that we actually polluted everything. We all polluted everything. Now earth, water, then air, ether, mind is also polluted now. So that's why here it is said, so those living entities who are exploiting this inferior energy for different purposes are the superior energy of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna says, Mami Vamsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manasasthani Indriyani Prakruti Sthani Karsati. What our mind says, actually the mind whatever detects, we actually follow that. Mind says, let's go to Delhi, we go there. Mind says, let's go to foreign, we do that. So whatever the mind says, yeah, that's why here it says. So for the different purposes, we have different purposes. So that's why when we look at this cosmic manifestation, this material world, this universe, that time actually we try to understand that no, this is functioning automatically, but it never function automatically. So here it is said that there is no power to act unless it is moved by the superior energy, the living entities. So that's why the living entities actually is, due to this presence, everything is moving, everything is in action. So that's why here we don't have any independent existence. So but we are very proud, we feel that we are independent, but no, we are not independent, we are dependent. Dependent to tamevam saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata. So sometimes a small child is there. That small child actually depends on his parents, and when it grows little bit, then it actually depends upon the society. It goes to school, and other neighbors and relatives, they actually take care of that child. When it becomes little bit bigger, like youth, that time sometimes he goes to temple, like Ganapati temple, break the coconut and ask Ganapati, please help me to get good score in my exam. So that is called demigods. Tamevam saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata. Oh Arjuna, you have to take exclusive shelter of me. Tat prasadat param santi. By the mercy of Lord Krishna, sthanam prapyasi sashwatam, a person can get the highest position in his life. So that's why here it is said, so that's why we have to take shelter of the Supreme Lord. But some of the unintelligent men, they think we can become greater than or superior than Krishna. Yes. So they think like that. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam there is a verse, it is, the translation is here. So, O Supreme Eternal, if we like embodied soul, those who are conditioned soul, if we were eternal and all pervading like Krishna, then we would not be under your control. So Krishna is all pervading. If you want to meet Krishna, you can meet Krishna in Vrindavan, you can meet Krishna in Dwarika, you can meet Krishna in Mathura, you can meet Krishna at your home. So he is everywhere. Sarva Khalum Idam Brahma. Krishna is everywhere, his presence is everywhere. So it is said here, he is also eternal. We are not eternal. We are temporary. We are temporary beings. This body is temporary. Yes. So that's why. But if the living entities are accepted as minute energy of your Lordship, then they are at once subject to your supreme control. So that's why when the living entity understands that I am subordinate to Lord Krishna, Jiver Swarup Hoy Nitya Krishna Das, the living entity is actually the Nitya Das, is the servant of the Supreme Lord. That is the correct understanding. So that's why all liberated, the real liberation entails surrender by the living entities to your control, and that surrender will make them happy. Yes. Nowadays there is, women are going for protest. They are always, protesting that they want some rights, like voting rights. They want to freely move in the society. Many things are there, like the rights. Yes, rights should be given, but under the protection of their parents, their husband, their elder sons. Why this control is there? If someone is not under the control, that person can't become happy. When Srila Prabhupada was in America, that time, now also, in America, the culture, society culture is that a man can marry many women, and there is always the diversity is high. So they are changing. Like, they are sometimes live in relations like that. So Srila Prabhupada said that a male and woman, so when they come together and the women's actually they bear the child, yes, and the children are actually attached to mother. And sometimes the person, when he feels that I am not responsible for that, then he leaves the wife and the children. And the woman, yes, mother, she plead in front of the government that please give me some monetary help. Per month they get some stipends, yeah, some like bhatta type, some remunerations that they could help their children for their study, for their life, like that. So Srila Prabhupada said that this is not good. One has to be under control. So in that constitutional position, one can only can they be controllers. So when you are under control, then you can control somebody. So you are in a chain system. So therefore, those who are men, those people who are limited knowledge, yes, with limited knowledge, those who are advocating this monastic theory that God and the living entities are equal, so in all respects are actually guided by a faulty and polluted opinion. So Bhagavad Gita, when you understand that, so this is the correct understanding of Bhagavad Gita. So that's why the Lord Krishna is the only controller and all the living entities are controlled by him. Yes. So we are also controllers. We control our family members, we control our students, we control our roommates, yeah, we control our countrymen. We are small controllers. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita Lord Krishna says, Bhoktaram yagyata pasam sarva loka maheshwaram surhudam sarva bhutanam gyantvam santirucchati. Sarva loka maheshwaram, he is Maha Ishwar, he is the controller of controllers. Those he controls everybody. So that's why in Brahma, in his declarations he says, Yaschakhyures sabita sakala grahanam Raja samasta suramurti asesa tejaha Yasya gyaya brahmati sambrita kala chakra Govindam adi purusam tamaham bhajami. Krishna actually under his guidance, under his leadership, under his jurisdictions, all the sun, moon and other galaxies, planets, they actually moves in proper direction. So that is the understanding, that's why here it is said. So that's why the living entities are actually the superior energy, because the quality of their existence is one and the same with the Supreme Lord. So like there is a drop of water, sea water, namkeen pani, and the gallon and gallons of the whole sea water. In quality there is no difference, but quantity there is difference. Small drop and you can just quality check. So that's why the living entities are never equal to the Lord in quantity of power. Quantity will never one. So because while exploiting the gross and subtle inferior energy matter, the superior energy living entity forgets his spiritual mind and intelligence. So this is the forgetful situation where we forget actually, although we are superior energy to this matter, but we think that no, like there is a example, a lion cub, it actually missed from the lion groups, and that cub was living with the goats, sheep, with the sheep. So that lion cub, it was imitating like the sheep, bediya ki tarah, just is trying to imitate. So one day the mother lion, she came, she found that this is my child, and she took that child and she was trying to convince, she was trying to help that cub that you are my son, you belongs to our community, please come. That child could not understand that no, I am from this group, they actually helped me. But later what happened, that mother lion, she took that child, a cow, to one well, and when both they saw the face that the same looks same, looks same, then that child understand, okay, this is my mother. Then later he joined with that lion community. Same way, we living entities are due to these forgetful situations. We think that this we have a spiritual mind and intelligence. So that's why we are rotting here. We are doing all this nonsense here. So this forgetful due to the influence of matter upon the living entities. Although superior, but the matter actually acts upon us. So that's why when the living entity becomes free from the influence of this illusory material energy, he attains the stage called mukti or liberations. So that's why we have to go up. Our consciousness should be developed. We should develop it. Yes. So that's why the influence of matter is actually acting upon us. ये बहुत ज़्यादा है. So that's why Lord Krishna says, Mama Maya Durantaya, my Maya, my this inferior energy is also so strong that it is not so easy to come out. So that's why the false ego, under the influence of material illusion, thinks I am matter. I am material acquisitions are mine. Yes, we actually think that I belongs to this community, I belongs to this country, this tract of land, and sometimes whatever the acquisitions like home, then we have family members, we have wealth, everything, whatever is there. So we actually think that these are ours, and we always connect ourselves with that. So that's why our actual position is realized when we are liberated from all material ideas, including the conception of his becoming one in all respects with the God. So we have so many conceptions. There was one person, businessman, he was actually requesting the doctor. He was about to die. He was requesting the doctor, oh doctor, please arrange something and do something that I could live for more 4 years. And doctor was trying, they took the money was pumped to their hospital, and they tried their best, but that person died. That person was telling to live further 4 years because he had so many plans. He was thinking that if I would not be here, then my all the plans and programs will be failed. Same way, so that's why the conception in one with God. Many people become God in India, many, and they tried their best to establish themselves. I am God, and their followers also accept them as God. But in reality, they are not God. In Shastra, the information about the Supreme Lord is described. Parasar Muni, he says, Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Shriyasya. Then Jnana Vairagya iti Sada Bhagavana. It is said that if a person has these 6 qualities with full, it is not that full, then one can accept that person as God. If he has full of opulence, who is full of richness, who is powerful, and who is complete knowledge, who has complete knowledge, and who is renounced, so he can be God. Therefore, when you conclude that the Gita actually confirms the living entity to be only one of the multi-energy of Krishna. We living entities are actually Krishnas. Krishna ka hai hum log. We are not Krishna. So that's why when you read Bhagavad Gita, read it from the authentic version, authentic sources. प्रामाणिक से पढ़ना चाहिए. Like this Bhagavad Gita as it is commented by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He commented on the basis of Baladev Devaswan Vedanta Sutra. So this is Gita Jayanti is going on because we are subordinate to Lord Krishna. That's why we must we must serve to Lord Krishna. So the best service is that let's give this book to others that they understand their constitutional positions to serve the Supreme Lord Krishna. So that would be a greatest service for the humanity. So those who are watching my videos, hearing me, it is my request to all of you, please extend your hands for spreading the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in every nook and corner of this world. So that's why when this energy, we are multi-energy of the Lord, freed from material contamination, and we become completely Krishna conscious or liberated. So that is possible that when you understand Bhagavad Gita. So that's why Lord Krishna's idea, his explanation to Arjuna, that yes, the superior energy actually acting, it is actually due to the presence of the superior energy actually controls everything. So we will conclude here that yes, in this video we discussed that how the Lord Krishna actually controlled everything, and we will be happy when we are controlled by the superior energy of the Lord. If we are not controlled by the superior energy, we will be unhappy always. Like a dog, and dogs, it has a master, and the dog actually is happy when it is under the master. If the dog is avara kutta and moving in the streets, and anyone comes and beat it and kick it, so like that, we all try our best to be the best servant of the Supreme Lord. That is the idea from this shloka verse. Thank you very much. At the end, I thank you all for watching my video. Hare Krishna. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.